My dear brothers and sisters in the Syro-Malabar communities here in Ireland, Archbishop Eamon here, and I just want to send you prayerful greetings and good wishes for the feast of Saint Joseph. And I'm very conscious these days of all that's happening in India. I know that many people in India are suffering greatly because of the COVID-19 pandemic, and people all over Ireland are praying for you and for your families at this time. The media are making us very much aware of how many families have been caught up in the pandemic, the difficult health situation there, the difficulties with burials, and the great sadness and grief that is extending all across the continent of India and indeed in many of your own home places. It must be very difficult for you and for your families to keep in touch during these days, and I know that there's perhaps a lot of pain and fear and uncertainty. So I want to promise you that you, your families, your loved ones are in my prayers and in the prayers of the people of Ireland at this time. I ask that Saint Joseph, that Mary, our Blessed Mother, and that Jesus will be close by you always. Amen.
Dear Archbishop Eamon, I heard your video message at the Syro-Malabar community in Ireland. I am Cardinal George Alencherry, Major Archbishop of the Syro-Malabar Church. I would like to thank you for your sentiments of solidarity and concern towards the Syro-Malabar people there in Ireland. As you know, there is a rise of the COVID-19 pandemic in India, and many people are suffering due to that. And there is a rise in the number of people who die and a shortage of medical oxygen in many of the hospitals. The government, with the support of the international community, is really taking every step possible to tide over the difficulties. But at the same time, many are suffering as you get the news from the media. I express our deep gratitude to you because these words of consolation and the promise of prayers is strengthening us and also the church here in India. We consider it as an Christian charity and also of cooperation between the two churches, the church in Ireland and the church in India. Thank you very much, Archbishop Eamon. We will be also keeping you in our prayers. Let our community be always in communion with the larger community of the church in Ireland. We are all united in prayers with you, and also we thank you once again for this great gesture of charity and concern. And God bless all of us. Thank you, Archbishop Eamon.